Good morning, ma. In previous class we have seen what about the classification of defects. There are two types of defects. Those are point defects and line defects. What is that point defect and what is that line defect we have seen. So our topic is limited to only point defects. Okay. Under that again point defects, different types of point defects we have. First type, stoichiometric defects. This is first one. Second one, impurity defects or impurity defects. Third one, non-stoichiometric defects. Like that we have three types of defects we have. Okay, these three are coming under point defects only. Today we will start with the stoichiometric defects. Let us see. First, by seeing the heading we can understand stoichiometry. That means even though this defect is happened, even though if this defect is present, formula of the substance will not be affected. Even though the defect is present, okay, formula of the substance will not be affected. Stoichiometry is maintained. Then the type of defect is called stoichiometric defect. Let us see example. This stoichiometric defect mainly is of two types. One, vacancy defect, and two, interstitial defect. One that is vacancy defect and second one is interstitial defect. Under the stoichiometric defect, let us see A, that is vacancy defect. Vacancy defect. Let us imagine that AB is the compound, AB is the compound, this is the small example. A particle, next B particle, next again A particle, B particle, like that it is continued. This crystal contains these particles, in this way it is getting continued. Again here B particle, now A particle is missed. Vacancy. Vacancy means one of the particles, any particle, okay, will be gone out. Will be gone out. Means the site is remained vacant. Actually here A must be there, but that A is getting out. Okay. Next B again. Next again A. Here again A. Next B. Next A. And here again B vacant. Sir, why did you write here A vacant and B vacant? Suppose this total particle contains 100 A and 100 B particles. Okay, if only A is missed, or only B is missed, it will not maintain stoichiometry. Means formula is not maintained. Now if both of them are missed, suppose I took 100 A and 100 B more. In this total compound, we have 100 A particles and 100 B particles. Now how many A particles are missed? 1. Then remaining 99 A. Oh, how many B particles are missed? 1. That is 99 B. Then what is the ratio? AB formula. Previously also what is the ratio? AB formula. AB is the compound I took. Okay. Even though defect is happened, formula is not affected. Means stoichiometry is not changed. The type of defect is called stoichiometric defect. Under the stoichiometric defect we have first one vacancy defect and next one interstitial defect. Vacancy means gap. Instead of A some gap is there and instead of B some gap. Means while the crystal is going to be formed, A and B are going to be combined to form the crystal. Some A particles are getting missed and some B particles are getting missed. Okay, like that, how many A particles are missed, that many B particles will be missed, because to maintain the stoichiometry. Okay, ma? This is vacancy defect. Now, by observing this vacancy defect, because of this vacancy defect, density of the substance is decreased. Density is decreased. Why? Here gap is created. Density is equal to mass by volume. A particle is not there, B particle is not there. That means some mass is actually A and B must be there in actual crystal, perfect crystal. A and B particles must be there. But these are while the compound is going to be formed, some defects we observed. Okay, because of this defect, what is going to be happen? A particle and B particle are going to be missed. Because of that, what happened to mass? Mass decreases, volume increases. See, gap is increased. Because of the density of the substance totally decreased. If volume increases, density decreases. Density, 1 minute more. Volume increases, density decreases. If mass decreased, density also decreases. See? Density of the substance is decreased because of this defect. Next, stoichiometry is not going to be affected. Those are the note points, because this is stoichiometry defect. Okay, note down all of you. Stoichiometry is not going to be affected, and density of the substance is decreased. Next, we will go for interstitial defect. B, interstitial. Interstitial means in between the lattice points some gaps are present. Those are interstitial gaps. Interstitial means in between. Okay, now let us see example. Same AB compound. Okay, A, B, A, B, A, again here B. Here actually A is okay, no? A is there. Next B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A. Like that, no position is vacant. All the particles are present. But unexpectedly, these gaps are present. Na? Into these gaps, A particle might be present, as well as somewhere B particle is also there. Without disturbing the lattice points, interstitial means in between. Interstitial means in between. Okay, without disturbing the lattice points, this A is going to be present in the interstitial gap. B is going to be present somewhere in the interstitial gap. Okay, see, vacancy is not generated, only interstitial positions are occupied by A and B. Actually, here A must not be there and B must not be there. Perfect crystal means this type of alignment must be there. But unexpectedly, some A particles are going to be adjusted into the gap, as well as some B particles are going to be adjusted into the gap. Because of this, some defect will be erased. That is called interstitial defect. Okay, because of this interstitial defect, actually any particle is missed? No, extra particles came. Density will be increased. Density will be, because of this defect, density will be increased. Why? Mass increases. A particle number increases, B particle number also increases. Mass increases. Mass increases means density increased. Okay, even volume also decreases, because some gap Previously gap must be there, but in that gap A is occupied means that gap volume decreases. When that gap volume decreases, density increases. Okay, because density is inversely proportional to volume. In this way, because of this interstitial defect, what is going to happen for density? Density will be increased. Okay, ma? This is about interstitial defect. Here also, stoichiometry is not going to be disturbed. Why? Previously, without defect, 100 A particles and 100 B particles are present. Correct? Now, because of the defect, what is going to happen? 101 A particles and 101 B particles. Because of 100 A and 100 B, what is the formula? AB. Because of 101 A and 101 B, what is the formula? AB. Same formula is going to be maintained. That's why these defects are coming under stoichiometric defects only. Okay, but the thing is here. Okay, are you clear, ma? Generally, vacancy and interstitial defects are observed in non-ionic solids. Non-ionic means like molecular solids. Molecular solids we have seen. In that molecular solids, this type of vacancy and interstitial defects will be observed. Generally, vacancy and interstitial defects are observed in non-ionic solids. Okay, but in ionic solids, mainly two types of defects will be observed. But in ionic solids, mainly two types of defects are observed. Two types of defects. Those two are A. Frenkel defect and B. Schottky defect. Frenkel defect and Schottky defect. Please observe, these are not separately. Actually, stoichiometric defects are of two types only. Vacancy defect and interstitial defect only. Sir, you are telling this extra again. Frenkel defect and Schottky defect are one of the types of vacancy defect and interstitial defect. If you see them, you will understand easily, no problem. These are also one of the types of vacancy defect and interstitial defect, but little bit difference is there. Okay, that difference we will see. This type of defects are observed in which type of solids? Ionic solids. These vacancy and interstitial defects are observed in non-ionic solids. Okay, remember carefully. For this vacancy defect and interstitial defect, whatever I told, AB, by taking the general example AB, same example if you write in exam, no problem. Okay, that is the thing. Sorry. Okay, let us see what about this vacancy and Frenkel and Schottky defect. These are the name of the scientists. Let us see first what about Frenkel defect. Two types we have seen. Now what we have to do? For this A we kept, for this B, let us keep C here, no problem. But this C is also one of the types of vacancy defect and interstitial defect. Anyone, you will understand now by seeing this one. Frenkel defect. To understand this Frenkel defect, simply we can go through one example, that is same by taking general example. Here A ion, here this is ionic solid, so definitely A will be positive and B will be negative. A will be cation and B will be anion. Okay, next B ion, next A plus, next B minus, next A plus, B minus, here B minus. Next A plus is missed. A plus location, this, if you observe this one, this is missed, and it is going to occupy some interstitial position. Next B minus, next A plus, again B minus, A plus, next here A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus. Okay, actually find exact crystal compound means this A plus must be here. A plus must be here. But what is happening? At the time of this, A plus ions and B minus ions are combining to form the lattice. Okay, because of the formation, little bit difference will be happened. Because of that, some gaps will be created here. Okay, instead of that A plus ion is present here, it is occupying one of the interstitial positions. Actually, this is not lattice point. It is interstitial position, void. Into that void, A plus is occupied, where here vacancy is observed. Okay, ma. This Frenkel defect is observed is nothing but in one of the positions vacancies happened. In one of the positions vacancies happened. In one of the positions interstitial is happened. So this is a kind of both vacancy and interstitial defect. Frenkel defect is a type of or kind of both vacancy defect and interstitial defect, because A plus in its original position it is not there. It is going to occupy somewhere. That means in its original position it is creating vacancy. In its original position it is creating vacancy, and some other position it is going to create interstitial defect. This is vacancy defect and this is interstitial defect. Both are present in Frenkel defect. Okay, this is the thing which is happened in Frenkel defect. This type of defect is generally observed in examples: ZNS, AgCl, AgBr, AgI. These type of compounds we will observe this type of defect because very small cation, left to right, what happened to cation size decreases. Na plus is bigger, Mg plus 2 is smaller, next Al plus 3 furthermore smaller. Like that, left to right, what happened to cation size decreases. These are all D block elements now. Means S block after D block you will get in the middle. So further size decreases. These are small cations. Sir, why you are telling like this? These small cations only, they can occupy the gaps easily. If the size of the cation is bigger, it cannot occupy this gap. Correct or not? That's why this type of defect generally it is observed in the ionic compounds. This type of defect is generally observed in the ionic compounds in which cation size is smaller. Okay? Generally this interstitial position is occupied by cation only, because cation is smaller, anion is bigger. Anion cannot occupy the gaps now. Anion will be present in the lattice points only. As cation is smaller at the time of formation, it is only going to be displaced to another position. It is possible for that. Okay, next. Density is not going to be affected. Why density is not affected? Here previously A plus must be here. Instead of here, it is present here. Volume is not affected, mass is not affected. Because of the density is not affected by this defect. Because of Frenkel defect, density is not affected. In this type of compounds, Frenkel defect is generally observed. Okay, this Frenkel defect is also called dislocation effect. Dislocation effect. Frenkel defect is also called dislocation defect. Okay, these are the details about Frenkel defect. I hope you are clear. Frenkel defect is generally observed in the ionic compound in which cation size is smaller, that type of compounds. And because of this Frenkel defect, density is not affected. And one more thing, this is one of the cases of vacancy defect at its original position and interstitial defect at another position. Both defects will observe this one. And one more thing, because of this displacement of A plus, any number of A plus ions and B minus ions are changed? No, because of the stoichiometry is maintained. So this is also kind of stoichiometry defect only, without changing the formula. So there is no change in formula. Okay, ma? This is called Frenkel defect. I hope you are clear. This Frenkel defect is also called dislocation defect. Okay? Why we are not treating this one as separately stoichiometry, separate type? This is one of the types of vacancy defect and interstitial defect only. Okay? Which is observed in ionic solids. These two exclusively they are observed in non-ionic solids. That is the thing. Next, we will go through Schottky defect. Okay, observe this one, Schottky defect, all of you. If you see this Schottky defect, this is one kind of vacancy defect only. Let us see example NaCl. NaCl contains Na plus and Cl minus ions. This is Na plus, next Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus, here again Cl minus, Na plus, here Cl minus must be there, but vacancy is formed. Next again Na plus, again Cl minus, next here Na plus must be there, here vacancy again, next Cl minus, next Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus. Okay, in some positions the Cl minus is going to be left out by creating vacancy. Next, in some positions Na plus is going out by creating vacancy. Here Na plus is big cation. Na plus is big cation, and that big cation cannot occupy these interstitial positions. Like that you can remember. So the Schottky defect is observed in the compounds. The Schottky defect is observed in the compounds where cation size must be bigger. Then easily we can remember S block elements cations NaCl, KCl, MgCl2, AgCl, AgBr I think. In this type of compounds, we can observe Schottky defect. Okay, where what is meant by Schottky defect? Number of cations missed is equal to number of anions missed. Then formula is maintained again same. No change in formula because previously 100 are there, now 99. 99 ratio 1:1 only we will get. So no change in formula. Okay, ma? Next, how many cations will be missed? That many anions are going to create vacancy. That's why this is a kind of vacancy defect only. Schottky defect is a kind of vacancy defect only. Okay, next examples. Just observe In AGBR, we can observe both type of defects, Schottky defect as well as Frenkel defect also. That is important point. Note it as note down, note point. Okay. In AGBR, we can observe both types of Frenkel defect and Schottky defect. That one make it as a note point. No? Next, this is example. I hope you are clear. Okay. In which type of compounds we'll observe this Schottky defect? Generally, these are observed in the compounds which contain bigger cations. The compounds which contain bigger cations. Up to that, okay. Now, one cation and one anion which is missed. Both are combinedly called Schottky pair. The number of Na plus ions and number of cations and number of anions missed. Okay. If you take one cation and one anion missed, that is called Schottky pair. That is called Schottky pair. And one small information is there in Schottky defect. That one I will say now. That before that I am going to rub this one. Simple thing only. Next, in 1 centimeter cube volume, if you take 1 centimeter cube with the cube like this, this is 1 centimeter, and breadth also 1 centimeter like this. If you take 1 centimeter cube volume, in that generally 10 power 22 ions will be there. 10 power 22 ions will be there. Out of 10 power 22 ions, 10 power 6 ion pairs, 10 power 6 ions will be missed. Out of 10 power 22 ions, 10 power 6 ions will be missed. Okay, this 10 power 6 ions which are missed is called one Schottky defect. This is simple thing only, not that much important. Okay, in 1 centimeter cube volume, 10 power 22 ions will be there. Out of the 10 power 22 ions, 10 power 6 ions will be missed. How many? 10 power 6 ions will be missed. Then that 10 power 6 ions which are missed will be called as one Schottky defect. Okay, per every 1 centimeter cube volume, one Schottky defect is observed. Schottky defect means 10 power 6 ions will be missed. That is the thing, it is enough. By this, we completed stoichiometric defects. Over. Stoichiometric defects 4 we have discussed, but under that mainly 2 types only, vacancy defect and interstitial defect. Remaining 2, Frenkel and Schottky defects, are kind of vacancy and interstitial defect. Okay, and which type of compounds will show Schottky defect also I gave examples. Okay, so remember carefully. This is like theory part. Problems won't be there here. Problems will be mainly observed in the tetrahedroids, octahedroids, up to that much extent only. Okay, this is about stoichiometric defects. Next we will go for second type, that is impurity defect. Let us see that one. Second one, impurity defect. Okay, let us observe impurity. What is meant by impurity? We have one type of compound NaCl. That NaCl is contained by some foreign substance. Foreign means another substance, completely out. If it is happened inside only, we will not see impurity. Suppose we have water, pure water. In that pure water, whatever we do, that is pure substance only. If you add little bit sand, then it will become impure. Like this here also. Okay, if you take one compound, definitely that compound is contained by some other substance from outside. Then only it is called impurity defect. Okay, let us consider one example. NaCl. Okay, see. Na plus Cl minus Na plus Cl minus Na plus, next Cl minus this Na plus, instead of Na plus here Sr plus 2 is there. Sr plus 2 means strontium ion. Actually strontium ion contains plus 2 charge. Strontium ion contains plus 2. See ma, this strontium is from outside. It is like impurity. This strontium is from outside. This is like impurity, correct? Na plus contains 1 positive charge. Na. Strontium contains plus 2 charge. Okay. Even though it is impurity defect, electrical neutrality must be maintained. Means total positive charge must be equal to total negative charge. Then that's why what is going to be affected? Instead of this Sr plus 2, 2 Na plus ions are gone out. 2 Na plus ions will be equal to 1 Sr plus 2. Charge, according to charge, not mass. Previously we talked about density means mass, we have talked. Even formula also. Number of ions, positive ions is equal to number of negative ions, means formula is same. Okay. This is out of stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect is completed. Now onwards, even though formula is affected, no problem, but neutrality is maintained. In ionic solids, neutrality is maintained. See, previously 2 Na plus ions must be there. 2 Na plus ions will carry plus 2 charge. Instead of the 2 Na plus, Sr plus 2 is occupied here itself. Then here vacancy will be there. So this Na plus ion also will come out. Okay. Now next again Na plus Cl minus, again Na plus Cl minus Na plus. What happened here? One vacancy is generated, but in this Na plus ion, instead of this Na plus ion, we got Sr plus 2. Means one foreign substance from outside, we got that Sr plus 2, strontium plus 2 ion into the Na plus ion position. This type of defect is called impurity defect. This type of defect is called impurity defect. Okay, ma? This is simple. Over. Impurity defect is over. So we are remained with only one type of defect, that is non-stoichiometric defect. That is non-stoichiometric defect. Let us see that non-stoichiometric defect. Before that, I hope you are clear, all of you. By taking examples, everything it was explained, na? Okay, correctly we are remained with non-stoichiometric defect. If you complete that one, this chapter is going to be completed. Okay, let us see. This is about impurity defect. But before going to the non-stoichiometric defect, one small information is there, that is stoichiometric defects are also called intrinsic defects. Intrinsic. Stoichiometric defects are also called intrinsic. Intrinsic means no foreign substance is involved. We have seen vacancy, Frenkel, Schottky, interstitial, whatever it is. If you take NaCl, Na plus particles and Cl minus particles are only involved. If you take Ab, only A particles and B particles are only involved. No other substance is involved in that one. Correct? That's why this is called intrinsic defect or thermodynamic defect. Both are same only. Now, impurity defect. impurity defect is called extrinsic. What is meant by extrinsic? We are getting from outside. We are getting that strontium ion from outside. That is extrinsic defect. This is intrinsic defect. This is other name. This is about examples. What are the other names? Okay, ma? Now we are remained with non-stoichiometric defects. Let us see the non-stoichiometric defect, all of you. Third type. Under this non-stoichiometric defects, okay, we have different types. Before that, what is this non-stoichiometric defect? Because of these defects, formula is going to be affected. Because of these defects, formula is going to be affected. Okay, that means number of cations after this defect, number of cations and number of anions will not be same. If they are same, they will follow stoichiometry. Then here in this non-stoichiometric defects, they will not be same. Okay, then what are the different types of non-stoichiometric defects? Let us see. Mainly, under these three, we have two types mainly. Those are metal excess defects and B, metal deficiency defects. Mainly two types are there under this non-stoichiometric defects. Those two are metal excess defects and B, metal deficiency defect. Okay, now first I am going through metal excess defect. Under this metal excess defect, again we have under this metal excess defect, again we have metal excess defect because of less number of anions. Metal excess defect because of less number of anions. 1 minute. First, again I am going to give small conclusion. Non-stoichiometric defects are of two types. What are those two types? Correctly, those two types if you see over metal excess defects and metal deficiency defects. Now first I started with metal excess defects. Under this again classification, metal excess defect because of less number of anions. Metal excess defect because of less number of anions. Okay. This one example, by taking directly example we will see. That one artificial we are doing. Let us see. We have NaCl crystal. Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus see, this is the NaCl crystal, normal crystal only. Okay, it is heated in the presence of sodium vapor. This NaCl crystal is heated in the presence of sodium vapor. Sodium vapor contains which atoms? Sodium atoms. Sodium solid is there, that is heated, it will become liquid. After that, if it is continuously heated, it will be getting gas. Sodium vapor contains sodium atoms. In that condition, Okay, some sodium atoms, they will come to surface, some sodium atoms, this one, some sodium atoms, they will come to surface and they will lose the electron to form Na plus and Cl minus. This Na will become Na plus and Cl minus. Then immediately this Na plus and this Cl minus will be combined. This Na plus and Cl minus will be combined, means this Na plus will absorb the Cl minus, means Cl minus is going to be coming out. This is going to be reacted with Cl minus. This is so plus Cl minus. Then the Cl minus is not present here to form NaCl. At that time, this electron which is coming from this sodium is going to occupy this Cl minus electron. Okay, now what happened to this position? Instead of Cl minus, we have electron. Cl minus charge minus 1, electron charge is also minus 1. So no change in neutrality. Neutrality is maintained. Charge wise it is okay. What happened? What is the difference? Previously we have Cl minus here. Now we have electron. Correct? Previously we have Cl minus here. Now we have electron. Now count the total number of Na plus and Cl minus ions. We have excess Na plus ions. We have metal excess. Na plus ions are excess. Metal excess defect. Because of why Na plus ions number will be more? Because less number of anions are absorbed. Because of less number of anions. One anion is decreased na. Because of less number of anions, we are thinking that excess metal is there. Actually, metal atom is not excess. One anion is missed. Correct or not? Because of anion is missed, we observe metal is excess. So, statement it is clear. It is metal excess defect because of less number of anions. Less number of anions are present. Because of that, we observe metal will be excess. That is the meaning. Okay, metal excess defect because of less number of anions. Observe the diagram, all of you. Here the process I am going to repeat once again. See, sodium, these are all sodium atoms. This is NaCl crystal. When we heat this NaCl crystal in presence of sodium vapors, when we heat this NaCl crystal in presence of sodium vapors, what is going to be happen? The sodium which is present in vapor state, it is neutral, Na, that is going to lose electron to form Na plus and 1 electron. Okay, from here we got Na plus. Then that Na plus is going to react with Cl minus which is present here. Previously Cl minus is present, na? That Cl minus is going to react with this Na plus to form NaCl. At that time a vacancy is generated here, na? Into that vacancy this electron is going to occupy. This electron is coming here and it is going to occupy the Cl minus ion position. Because of the charge is not disturbed. Previously Cl minus, minus 1 charge. Now 1 electron, minus 1 charge. Same. But what happened to metal number? Metal ions number is excess. Metal excess defect because of less number of anions. Metal excess defect because of less number of anions. This is first type. Okay, ma? Shall I rub this diagram? I hope you are clear. This is also no confusion at all. Neatly draw the diagram. When NaCl crystal is heated in the presence of sodium vapor, we will observe this defect. Then in what way? That Na particles which are present in vapor state, they are going to lose, that is going to lose 1 electron and it is coming to surface. When it is coming to surface, it is going to lose electron and it is forming as Na plus. That Na plus is going to react with one of the Cl minus ions present in the crystal to form NaCl on the surface. Then that electron is coming and occupying the position of Cl minus. Okay, this is Na plus I told here. This Na sodium. This sodium is going to lose electron to become Na plus and Cl minus. Previously we have Cl minus here, but Cl minus is going to react with Na plus to form NaCl. Here vacancy is formed. Into that vacancy this electron is going to occupy. Because of that neutrality is maintained, but number of metal ions are more when compared to anions because of less number of anions. Metal excess defect because of less number of anions. This is the thing. Okay. Next class we are remained with only two small concepts. Those two small concepts within 10 to 15 minutes I will complete, and immediately I will start next chapter, surface chemistry. Okay. If you are able to complete that surface chemistry, we will be remained with only two chapters, P block, D and F block. Metallurgy is removed. I made a call to Nandini ma'am. She told that we can follow the reduced portions only. Okay. Now this is one type. You will get clarity. Another type is metal excess defect because of extra cations occupy at interstitial positions, interstitial sites. These two types are coming under metal excess defects now. See, first one, metal excess defect because of less number of anions. This one we have seen. In tomorrow's class we will see this one. Metal excess defect because of extra cations occupy at interstitial sites. Okay. Before going to this type, some information is there in this one also. Tomorrow once I repeat this one. Okay. After that we will go through this one. By this, metal excess defects will be completed. We are remained with metal deficiency defects. Okay. By tomorrow class we will see within 10 to 15 minutes now, and remaining time I will go through surface chemistry immediately. The surface chemistry also theory part. Sometimes I will take the help of textbook and I will explain. Okay, whatever it might be, within 6 periods we will complete that one. So after that we are remained with P block and D and F block. Okay, this is about today's class. I hope you are clear. Tomorrow once again I will revise these two little bit more clearly. Okay, na? That is about today's class now. Thank you all.